Hey everyone, this is Wei and welcome back. Now for this critique video, I'm going to talk about the spacing between the eyes and how we can draw the face in proportion so that we don't have the eyes too far apart or too close together. So let's take a look at this example because obviously we can see the error on this and it's quite apparent. So if we look at this drawing, which was submitted by one of my subscribers, I think his name is Rubel or Rubio. I'm not sure about the pronunciation, but okay. So if we look at this, clearly you guys can see, the eyes right here are just like way too far apart. So basically, I mean, the spaces between the eyes right here, it's just one width of the eye. So it's like this width of this eye. If you double it, that would be the space between the eye. So let's see. If I were to quickly illustrate this, you'll see in some of my drawings how I like to start out. Like I would just draw, let's say, an eye like this, right? I'm just kind of try to draw that eye as best as I can. I'm working in Photoshop with this Intuos tablet, so it's not as easy to draw. Okay, so if I draw an eye like this, okay, and then if I take this width here and just kind of double it, which would be right around there, that's gonna be where the other eye is. So the concept is very simple, but I've seen enough of this error when you guys send me your artworks that I think it's worth talking about. Okay, so now the eye is kind of in proportion, and obviously, some people will have the eyes a little bit, further apart or closer in. But in general, this is a very good rule so that you can kind of check it real quick, to make sure that you're not off too much. So a quick way of doing it is just, if you go, this is the corner of the eye. Let's say you want to draw like a face at a certain size, right? And if you let's say you restrain yourself from the corner of the eye to the corner of the eye. So all you have to do is just kind of divide it in thirds. So let's see, if I'm just gonna eyeball it, I'll just probably, if I cut it by thirds, it'll probably be like that, right? Close enough. It's a little bit off right here, but all right, let's say something like that. So just divide it in thirds, and then now one eye is gonna be here, right? And then the other eye is gonna be here. Okay, and then so this gives you a really quick way of just spacing out the eyes correctly. Now, what if it is in, let's say, at a slant, like a 3/4 view, right? So it's the same concept. Let's say 3/4 view, corner of the eyes are right here. And then, so just treat it as if it's in a box, because in the 3/4 view, there will be some perspective, right? So when you divide it in thirds, you kind of have to give a little bit of perspective in there. And it's a little bit more trickier, obviously. I'm just going to try to eyeball it. It'll probably be something like that in perspective. Now we can measure this if we, start dividing up the space. But it's a little bit too technical, for this kind of stuff anyways. So, this would give you a very good, again, just a very basic placement for the eye. And then here's the nose and all the other good stuff. Just for fun, let's take this one and let's scale up her eye. Okay, so if we take this one, scale this up, trying to match it. Of course, I'm cheating here because I'm using Photoshop, right? But it's a really good way for me to show you stuff. That way I can just draw right over it. Okay. So let's see, that the spacing, it's a little bit further apart. Well, it's close enough, right? So even something rough like this, you can see how much more natural it is to the reference and also in general, the human face proportion. So it's just one eye space between the eyes, and it should look pretty natural. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please do give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.